Buying property at foreclosure auctions can be one of the best ways to get a deal on property, whether you're looking as an investor or you're looking for a homeowner. And I'm going to take you through this property here that we bought at foreclosure auction for $150,000. I'm going to show you what we did to renovate it and tell a little story about the house. We bought hundreds of property at foreclosure auction, so make sure you follow if you want to learn more and get out a pen and paper so you can take some notes. Let's go. First thing here, we got obviously we have a little damage and we're still finishing up here. Home Depot kind of gave us a little curveball, so I think they're taking a little bit longer because they just decided to destroy our front steps. But this property, like I said, we bought it at foreclosure auction for $150,000. Now, one of the big downsides of foreclosure auctions often is they're occupied, and this one was an occupied foreclosure. So that's where we talked about before. It can be very dangerous because if you're not experienced or have a good lawyer and team in place to handle an occupied foreclosure auction, that runs a lot of risk. And why is that? Because time. The owner can contest the foreclosure. That can extend the time you have to get them out quite a bit. I mean, in one case, years ago, we took 1 year to get the occupant out. The other thing is, you don't know what's going on, and we're going to tell a little bit more story about that later, about what happened here after we actually got the eviction here, because that was pretty bad and could have cost a lot of money. For our rental, really, and for our sales, we're looking at going white and gray. It's something we do with all of our properties. If we have hardwood floors, we like to bring back hardwood floors. It's something that generally doesn't cost too much to get them resanded or refinished. For an area like this is probably going to be about a $350,000 sale. It can, in this neighborhood, you guys can see 3-bedroom, possibly 4-bedroom, depending on how we look at it, with 2 bathrooms. And so this in this area can go pretty well. We do have a steam heating system. Yeah, we're updating all the light fixtures, outlets, switches. You're going to want to know what your local code is. So for instance here, when you update an outlet or a switch, you're going to have to all of a sudden bring it up to full code, which means you're going to also have to switch out to arc fault breakers. And gosh, I'm so done with arc fault breakers. These are the new, like a GFCI, if you have it, where you push a button on it and it trips. Well, this senses an arc, it does the same kind of thing at the breaker. It's supposed to be a better safety device, but they trip more often. And the other thing is, whereas a normal breaker costs you $4, these things cost you $60 a breaker. So it really does drastically increase the cost of the renovation when you do this. But you want to make sure you pull the permits. It's really important to not try to skip on that. And you can get fined, and you also want to make things are done right and safely. Now we do like to go recently right now with the black mat. That's kind of the style that's in right now. It seems to sell really well. In our kitchens, you'll see if we're not doing a ceramic tile, we're going with an LVP. And then we like to go with the white shaker, and we'll put granite here. And you can see these guys right now are working on doing a subway tile, white subway tile. It's kind of fresh, nice look. We'll often do a lot of beadboard as well with a chair rail, kind of right there in some of the areas. So we did here. So we have a bedroom over there. We got another bedroom here. So depends on how you look at it. Bedrooms typically, from the appraisal, have to have a closet. I've heard different things from different appraisers, so we have a closet over there, closet over here. So these are 2 bedrooms. We have a 3rd bedroom over here, another closet. Upstairs, we'll get into it. It doesn't have technically a closet, but we are calling it a bedroom. It usually, it does count. So we'll see where that comes. Bathrooms, what's going to be like to do right here with a nice beadboard with a chair rail on the wall. It's kind of fresh looking, also breaks it up, so you have to go in the white. And then we'll often, if we replace the tub, we do the bottom here, and then we tile it above. And then, like I said, black mat finish right now. Update, the bath and vent fans. This is not the end. We'll also do nicer mirrors here with updated light fixtures. So it's kind of what we typically do. If we have a closet like this for a linen closet, we'll put at the end, we're going to put some wire shelving in just for them to have more stuff for their linens. So ideally in a lot of our flips, if we can do central air, that is a big bonus. It's something that seems for these more modern houses is expected. But unfortunately, when we're in New England, we're working with a lot of older homes that have steam systems. And it's really expensive to rip out the whole steam system and then even do, for central air, you're going to look at basically doing a new duct system, air handler, all that stuff. So if it already has an air handler, we're going to convert the air handler to a central air system, but when it's a steam system, we're probably keeping it, and we're going to show you in the basement. We do update the systems, but we're not going to, update it to hydronic or to a forced air system. On the second floor, we're also doing carpet pads for sound dampening. It's cheaper, so it keeps our costs down and rehab down. And we already have these some floors there anyway. So just rolling carpet down the stairs through here. We'll look fresh and nice. We'll do a higher tile, which is how thick the carpet is, and it's a higher end carpet, and it just looks a lot nicer than the kind of cheap apartment carpet you'll get. But just kind of talking about the story here. Like I said, we bought this at the foreclosure auction. It was occupied by a former owner. So sometimes there's different things. There can be an owner and tenant that's occupying the property. This in this case is an owner. We try to work with them, which I think is important when you're doing a foreclosure auction. It's a bad situation. Someone just lost their house. It's very trying. They're not happy, obviously, with the outcome. So if you can try to come down to the level and understand where they're coming from, ideally, and in most cases, you can work something out. In this case, we were even trying to sell the house back. This was an occupied property, and so we wanted to work with the person. Unfortunately, we couldn't meet, and find a win-win situation, so we had to go through the foreclosure process, and that's really not the foreclosure. Sorry, probably the eviction process, because we already, the foreclosure happened. But this is where it really went south. And that's where basically we had to have a sheriff here. And when the day of the actual eviction, we show up, she had said that we couldn't get access. Some of our old videos, you'll see them that. We couldn't get access. We broke the key somehow in the door. And so I had to crawl through a window, get in here, and then all of a sudden we hear rushing water. And I run to the basement. There's 4 inches of water on the floor. Kevin's laughing his ass off as he's live in YouTube. He's doing a live stream, and I'm slipping and falling in it. That was kind of the situation. And so she quickly skedaddled before the sheriff could really talk to her, because that is technically, she could get in big trouble for that. I mean, we're not going to pursue charges again. It's not worth it. We do have insurance, but unfortunately, our insurance is up to $25,000. It's not even worth submitting a claim.
Yeah.
Here is the basement where a lot of this is happening. So, this is where it started flooding out this way. We did finish. We replaced we're replacing the asbestos boiler. We already got it cut out and treated the air. But this was the situation where it happened right here. These things were wide open and broken. I had to get over to the valve over there. That's the actual main valve for the house. So here is the actual water meter for the house. I had to get over to get this valve shut off. And this was also, covered in water, by the way. So fun. So probably not the safest thing too. You don't know if there is, the electricity was on. I didn't know that. I was just thinking and running without thinking, to be honest. That I just had to shut and stop the problem. But safety first. Probably should have gotten the power shut off and then handled it. But we did refinish. There was a basement back in here that was all destroyed. They had holes in the walls here. There's a pickaxe here as well, and so considering we tiled it, made it a lot nicer, and so this is a nice finished full basement bathroom. So now when we acquired this and got rid of her, technically, even though other than the broken pipes, the heating system was in working condition, everything was
Are these new style lights that you got? Is these the new style lights? Or
no, we're upgrading all these can lights.
I was joking.
Okay, sorry, but we're So my point being is, technically, we could have picked this up for $150 if we were a homeowner, lived in it. It was habitable, other than the water issue. That was a quick fix. But the heat worked, plumbing worked, everything worked. You could live in it, and buying a cheap house for $150,000 is a steal. Or for a flipper. We're being able to turn this around after putting about $50 plus holding costs, basically $65,000 into it. We're gonna, be able to resell it for about $350. I mean, that's a steal. After commissions and closing costs, stuff like that, we should walk away with a pretty penny. If you're interested at all in learning about foreclosure auctions, make sure you follow us here, but also check out our book, Foreclosures Unlocked. It's on Amazon. We go into a lot of the stories about, our horror stories typically on the downsides of buying at foreclosure auction so you can learn from our mistakes. We're coming out with new videos every week, so let's see you on the next one.